Hi everyone. So today we're bringing back our focus to immunity. Before we get to today's topic, let's revisit last week's topic. So last week we talked about how we talked about eye health, and we discussed how we need to replenish on lutein and zeaxanthin in order to protect our eyes. And Gummy Visio is formulated with a 5:1 lutein and zeaxanthin ratio that can effectively maintain the health of our eyes. In this formulation, there are three main functions. First of all, lutein and zeaxanthin can deposit in the macula of our retina and form built-in sunglasses to help filter harmful blue light. Secondly, lutein and zeaxanthin are powerful antioxidants that can help neutralize free radicals, which in return protects the cells in our eyes from being oxidized or damaged and lower the risk of getting eye inflammation. So what are free radicals? Free radicals prevents our eyes from being oxidized. And lastly, lutein and zeaxanthin can repair damaged cells. Sufficient replenishment on lutein and zeaxanthin can also increase the density of macular pigment in our retina. And the higher the density of the macular pigment, the lower the risk of getting age-related macular degeneration. So for those who often use 3C products, either for school, work, or entertainment, consuming Gummy Visio can assist in protecting our eyes. Now, let's have a look at humans' immune system. Why do all immune systems vary? What factors determine the strength of each immune system? So the first factor is our age. Newborn babies or infants their immune systems are not fully developed, so naturally their immunity are weaker. And in later years, based on their surroundings, dietary intake, vaccination, or etc., their immune system would progressively start to develop, and their antibody levels would also gradually increase. So as we get to the stage when we are fully matured, that is also when our immune systems are in their best condition and when our immunity is the strongest. So as we get older, our body functions would slowly weaken. And when that happens, our immune system would also decline in efficiency. And therefore, our immune systems change and decline while we're at different stages of human development. And age is a factor that's beyond our control. Yet, why are some elderly people still so healthy and strong? And why is it that some young people are always falling ill? So all of these indicates that there are other factors that are affecting our body's condition. So other factors that determine the strength of our immune system include our nutritional intake and lifestyle, such as our diet, physical activity, habits, and sleep. And these factors are different from age because they are factors that we can actually have control of. And studies found that our immunity and nutritional intake is highly correlated. A lack of nutrients would compromise our immune function and increase the risk of infection. So therefore, binge eating on junk food, excessive dieting, and having an imbalanced diet would all indirectly affect our immunity. And besides that, lack of sleep, often being stressed out, smoking, and lack of exercises would also negatively impact our body and our immune function too. So in return, this also increases the risk of various chronic diseases or illnesses. And many individuals are now living the lifestyle of a combination of all these factors mentioned above. And this also leads to more illnesses in our early stages of life. And this is why young people get sick easily, even though this is the stage when their body is supposed to be the healthiest and strongest. And children that have an imbalanced diet are also more prone to getting a cold or allergies. And so, how do we resolve this issue? Today, we'll discuss how we can improve our condition through our diet with ELKEN Spirulina. The first question, how is spirulina related to the immune system? I believe that our impression of spirulina is that it's green in color, and so maybe it's a substitute for our veggie intake, but actually, spirulina differs greatly from vegetables. Spirulina is rich in nutrients and it has all the nutrients that our body needs. Every 30 tablets or 3 spoons of ELKEN spirulina provide 60 different types of nutrients. And some nutritional components include beta carotene, B vitamins, E vitamins, and iron. For those who aren't able to retrieve enough nutrients directly through food, such as older people or workaholics or kids who are picky eaters, replenishing on spirulina is a great solution. And so this is really suitable for these type of people to replenish on their veggie intake. Because as mentioned just now, having enough nutrients in our body is crucial in building a healthy immune system. The cells in our body also needs various vitamins and minerals to function. And this includes our immunity as well. And among these nutrients, spirulina also contains 2 elements that are of vital importance to our immune system, which are protein and phycocyanin. And proteins are the building blocks of human cells and tissues, and it is needed to form and repair immune cells. Normally, plant-based foods, excluding nuts and beans, are actually lower in protein. But however, around half of spirulina's components are made out of proteins. Especially ELKEN spirulina, as almost 60% are made up of protein. And phycocyanin is a type of pigment-binding protein, and many studies were dedicated to the research of phycocyanin on the immune system. They concluded that phycocyanin contains the function to fight virus, bacteria, fungi, and parasites. Besides its high nutritional value, spirulina is also rich in phycocyanin, beneficial for our immunity. And so, the next question is, are there any researches on the immunomodulatory effect of our spirulina? And as mentioned, there are many studies about spirulina, and the uses of these studies are very broad. Some studies stated that replenishing on spirulina can inhibit inflammation, regulate the immune system, fight viruses and allergies. And there are also studies that found spirulina to be beneficial to our metabolism, diabetes, high blood pressure, anemia, and etc. And it also has the function to prevent oxidation for our cells. So there are actually a lot of studies about spirulina. So this study, so if So if you listen to the shares just now, you know that how spirulina is really beneficial, can really help with our immune system and fighting off any health condition. So this particular study focuses on researching elderly people's immune systems. The study concluded that spirulina helps to fight off anemia and immunosenescence and among elderly people. So what is immunosenescence? Immunosenescence is a process of immune dysfunction that occurs with age. And it includes remodeling of lymphoid organs, leading to changes in the immune function of the elderly, which is closely related to the development of infections, autoimmune diseases, and some tumors. And so this immunosenescence would affect our body's ability to fight off viruses or any diseases. So though age is a factor that is beyond our control, however, through proper nutritional intake and replenishment, we can prevent or slow down senescence. And the study had concluded replenishing on spirulina can counteract anemia and immunosenescence. So how is ELKEN spirulina different from other spirulina products? First off, we need to understand that not all spirulina products are equal in enhancing health benefits. Its cultivation and processing processes are vital in producing and retaining its nutritional content. And so ELKEN spirulina had been endorsed by scientists. So actually, not all, as I've said, not all spirulina products are the same because of its different processes or its cultivation method. It makes its function different as well. So ELKEN spirulina had been endorsed by scientists in Japan and certified by the JHNFA, Japan Health and Nutrition Food Association. It is also organic certified and has numerous local and international accolades. And for these reasons, ELKEN spirulina was ranked the #1 spirulina product in Malaysia for 10 consecutive years. Of course, ELKEN spirulina was also supported by 12 clinical studies. And so ELKEN spirulina's function had been verified by clinical studies. And each type of spirulina product has their own clinical studies. And for ELKEN, it has 12 clinical studies for its spirulina. Some which include the conclusion from these studies includes lowering LDL, which is our bad cholesterol, slow down the aging process, increase gastrointestinal microflora, and reduce the risk of getting fatty liver disease. And besides that, ELKEN spirulina is extraordinary in ways that its protein content is 20% higher than of other spirulina products in the market. And so most of the spirulina products have protein content of less than 50%. So this also indicates that more than half of the ELKEN spirulina's contents are made up of proteins. Its phycocyanin content are also 2 times higher as compared to other spirulina products. It also has high nutritional values, vitamins and minerals in comparison to other brands, particularly vitamin E and beta carotene. Another thing to keep in mind is that spirulina is a natural superfood. It's not some high-dose multivitamin. And with that, ELKEN Spirulina is suitable for all ages to consume. That is it for my sharing today. We'll see each other next week.